What up, world? It's Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live, and I'm out here doing a check in video. I just showered, washed up, and, honestly, I'm about my business, as always. And honestly, it's just a new check in, vlog cast. That's what I call these. I'm glad I've been doing it too, because y'all have been on the ride with me throughout this journey for over 2 years now, and I've been through a lot. I've shared a lot. I've shown a lot. I've done a lot, and it's only going to continue. This is only the beginning. I'm just glad that I've been able to reclaim my focus to even have started this in the first place and to just be in alignment to continue living my true purpose. It's enjoyable, it's cool, and there's some great perks. Of course, I don't know everything. Of course, I don't have everything figured out. However, again, I have a huge heart, and I'm always a very confident and high quality supporter of whatever's meant to be with us will be with us. Just focus in on the internal, on what you aspire to have. Like for me, I aspire to invest in love. So guess what? I'm continuing to water the love plant, even when I've been through a lot of bizarre, wild, chaotic circumstances, ups and downs, ins and outs, abrupt endings, just real shaky stuff, unexplainable stuff, emotional states, mental states of mind that you won't even be able to believe, that you won't even imagine, just a wild roller coaster, goose chase. I've been on a lot because I'm a free spirit and I'm always willing to get into very dynamic experiences. I love adventure. I love newness. I love freshness. I love discovering and getting deep, learning about stuff. Like Sherlock Holmes, honestly. Just in a, f- a free way, in a tactile learning way. I'm not really too much the type to be stuck in the office, cramming numbers and books all day, or stuck like that. I'm not going to be like that. I refuse to allow myself to be in that type of lifestyle. I'm a free spirit. I accept myself. So what I'm doing now is my life purpose, and how am I feeling now? Checking in. I'm feeling better. I have new love. I'm focusing on choosing people that's choosing me. That's been the motto. Ever since I went vegan, ever since anybody can go vegan and you stick with it, you'll notice it's waves, and you start to see life as like waves, kind of like a video game or whatever, and it's just endless waves of different objectives. That's what life is. Obviously you don't take it for granted. You don't fool around with it. But I'm just saying, like, you got to see it like a marathon, and that's how I'm always seeing it. Because I didn't know how certain things were going to work out, especially when you're talking about big stuff. Of course, we can have a general direction and plan and stuff like that. However, life can be full of surprises, filled with surprises, and filled with clearing things up to get to true answers, true, solid, concrete answers, tangible results, reasoning, logic, explanations. You know, what up, world? It's Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live. I'm picking up where I left off. And yeah, I'm just saying, like, the world is supposed to, we're supposed to have truthful, transparent answers. And, like, that's how we discover, that's how we learn, that's how we connect dots, that's how we establish things, that's how we pass on positive stuff to the next generations. That's how we develop stuff. That's how we uncover and unveil stuff, is by being in our heart space and getting to the truth of stuff. And that's what I'm about, because it's simple. Love is simple. Lies are complicated. You know what I mean? And yes, love does require work. Love does require effort. I'm just saying, like, you already know, like, it flows. That's the point. Otherwise, the other stuff is just surface level interactions and insincere people is the other stuff. So that's what I'm noticing and learning. I'm choosing people that's choosing me. Stuff that didn't work out or stuff that I got left hanging, stuff where I have been left with no response from the individual, friend, family member, anybody who I pursued and love, whatever. I've learned to let it go, for my own health's sake. That's why I come out into nature, because deep down, I'm like, wow, now I need to focus on the present. I need to focus on what I have now and be grateful for it and honor it and move forward with it. And, like I've said before in my other videos, we're not supposed to, like, it's a phrase. There's a phrase out there. It's like, Spirit says, be at peace now and allow things to work, everything to work its way out. Everything will work its way out. Ego says, let me try to figure everything out now and then I'll be at peace. So spirit is more like, hey, let me just be at peace and just allow things to naturally develop and work its way out. Spirit says, hold on, let me try to figure everything out all at once. So like that's another thing. I've been connecting with my spirit, my heart space. I have a lot of questions, and that's great because I have an open mind. I'm intelligent, I'm smart, so I'm not just gonna be blindly accepting, the world's truth. You know what I'm saying? There's got to be reasoning. There's got to be purpose and answers and truths about certain stuff. I have these questions for a reason. I'm not crazy. So that's why I get down to, and I just focus on what really matters. I'm like, hey, stuff that's in the past, I'm letting that go. That's a figment of our imagination. Yes, it's a memory. Yes, it's a reflection. Yes, it's something we can be nostalgic about. Yes, it's something we can learn from and we've experienced and we've gone through. And yeah, also at the same time, on the most deeper level, that's time that we're not going to get back, and also at the same time too, sometimes whenever we stop looking back at it so much, then we're able to move forward and kind of connect the dots without even looking back, if that makes sense. Some of the stuff might have appeared in a different perspective than it truly was. Sometimes too, on a deeper level too, imagine if your friends or a close loved one or close family member was pulling your heartstrings a little bit and taking you on a little bit of a ride, a loved one, a family member, a friend, intimate partner, whatever. And maybe, obviously there is no perfect person. However, let's say like sometimes they're pulling on your strings a little bit, your heartstrings. What I mean by that is, kidding around, joking around, playing around, not taking things too serious. Obviously not doing anything insane, not doing anything that's like way over the top, heartless, but just like, little silly things. And maybe those different little silly things and learning lessons and objectives and life tests, maybe that was all, or probably and for sure, and yes, confidently, a lot of that stuff was just to show us more about ourselves, was learning lessons, were done purposefully to get us to loosen up, relax, and learn some stuff. And that's how I'm always moving forward, realizing that, because stuff that doesn't serve us, why still hold on? Scenario situations that were real stressful, real dramatic, it just got closed off, left hanging, real shaky, stuff like that. And digging deeper and deeper and deeper into that ditch, that hole, is not helping you out. It's just stressing you out. And you can keep going deep, digging into territory that's not serving you. And guess what? That's the type of vibes you're going to be getting back, However, when you take heed to the message and you allow the patience and the flow of life, and you catch on to your intuition on what to do next, then new blessings come, new energy comes. You release the old energy, and you just allow yourself to be at peace now, and then you can see the lesson turn into a blessing, divine intelligence, God, the universe, magic, love, all that stuff is super deep, on a common sense level. Yeah, someone could be like, oh yeah, well, it is what it is. It's so simple, hoo ha ha ha. I don't think much of life. However, on the most deepest level, us that are highly awake, us that are very sensitive, we have a lot of meaning in life. We give a lot of meaning in life, and things matter. We matter. Our voice matters. I have a valid voice. We have a valid voice. We're someone. I'm someone. So like when we go through something and we're left alone, just wondering, confused, dazed, with nobody who really understands what we're talking about anywhere in real life or on social media, family, whatever, even our own closest partner has done left us, you know, and we see that pattern happening, and we get into a cycle of like, wow, what's going on? When will I be happy? When will things change? And then that's when we catch on. We're like, hey, let me breathe, let me relax. I'm able to cultivate happiness and success just from internal focus and by the actions that I'm doing, as well as just allowing life to align naturally in a symbiotic way, just like all the different insects and animals and plants and ecosystems and stuff works naturally. Nobody needs to be, watching over it. Nobody needs to be governing how a blade of grass is supposed to grow. Like the blade of grass, the seed. Imagine it's a soul or whatever. It already knows. It already has the ingredients, the directions from life, of how to grow. Same thing with the mother taking care of his child, or father. It's just instinct. It's natural. It's intuition. So that's basically what I've been connecting the dots on. Like whenever I've noticed some shaky stuff, I speak up about it and I respond the most intelligent way by letting it all out, and then I don't stay stuck on it. You know what I'm saying? I notice the red flags, and I'm always making sure to use reasoning and intelligence to to learn something from the situation, from the scenarios, and also to move forward with my head up, focusing on what truly matters, keeping my vision, my dream, my plan, my purpose alive of being in love every day, waking up having at least that one special someone love who is still able to communicate with me, not blocking my phone calls, not blocking my text messages, not blocking me on social media, not running away to another country, changing their numbers, not lying all over my name and stuff, not just disappearing with no answer, no, none of that stuff. I'm actually worthy to have the special one, true divine twin flame reflection of me in a woman, and I'm worthy to have at least one child with her and to blossom and bloom from that. That's the most simplest lifestyle, complete lifestyle where you actually connect with someone too. And that's what I'm pursuing. That's what I'm worthy of. I'm good enough to have it. I'm working on it. I have it now. It's manifesting. It's lifelong manifestation, honestly, on all levels. It's just, that's why I've had to come to peace with. And whenever I've gone through wild stuff, I'm like, wait, that's not true. That's not part of my vision. That's not real. That's not part of my purpose. And immediately, that's what helps with the healing process, because we're able to use good reasoning and make peace with stuff and be like, hey, I'm on for a real wonderful surprise, an interesting ride journey with a lot of surprises, and magical blessings will appear very soon, every day in my life, because I'm going on the journey within. I'm following my heart space. I'm staying true in love, and I'm just a channel. I'm a vessel, a messenger, sharing what I'm going through, and it's helping out other people connect and learn and grow too, because this stuff I'm sharing, I'm doing it off the top of my heart to help my mental health, and it's ultimately also connecting with other people, so it's a win-win situation, and that's that. It's a win-win situation scenario. Like I said, I'm out here pouring my heart out, being honest and truthful, and other people are relating. Other people have gone through other stuff similar to it, because most people are just watching the television or, preoccupied with stuff, they don't really ask these questions. They're thinking it, but they don't ask it. They're thinking it, but they don't speak of it. You know, they're thinking about it, but they don't question it. So I'm the one that's bold enough to step up to the plate and speak about spilling the beans and being honest about what's happening on the planet and in the world. And I'm brave enough too, because I'm embracing love, which is long-term mindset mentality, which is also rare, which is also, you know, something that's rare. However, it's what lasts eternally. So any other frivolous stuff on the way is something that I've always been able to address and speak up on, experience, learn from, grow from, and move forward. So again, one love. I stand for one love. I stand for peace. I stand for just simplicity. Honestly, simplicity. There's, times we can be inside of our room, on our phone, on the TV, on these consoles, on the internet, whatever, and we can get real far off into la la land, into fantasy world, whatever you want to call it. That's real cool. We're supposed to have imagination. However, this is still, reality. Like common sense stuff. Just like a tree, it's going to take time to be out in the sunlight, and it has to go through a process. Same thing with birthing a child, same thing with love, same thing with, growing on YouTube or building business momentum, whatever you want to call it. It's all a process. There's no shaky stuff that actually lasts, so that's the point I'm making. Just connecting with the universe, with ourself, with the source, love, energy, making peace and going forward. That's the best way to do it. You know what I mean? That is the best way to do it. Otherwise, you are going to wrap your head around a very complicated conundrum, and it's just going to be draining your mental energy. And that's something that you can leave for other people to do, So that's why I do these videos too, because it helps me let stuff out. It helps other people raise their frequency. And honestly, like at the end of the day, we know love is all that matters. From someone who's walking the dog and the love that they have to, someone who loves their son or daughter or husband or wife or whatever, family member, that's something that always is an ongoing phenomenon, an ongoing craving, an ongoing living energy within us is love. No matter how much problems you want to try to put over, obstacles, worrying about bills, jobs, statistics, all this analytical stuff, cool. However, on the deeper level, simplicity is the truth. Simplicity, love is what connects us back. That's what gives us fresh breath, fresh air, fresh life to carry on, to enjoy another day. Otherwise, without love, there is no purpose. There is no life. Without love, there is no life. Without love, there is no purpose. That's just the truth of it. We came from individuals making love, and the rare few of us who actually have our parents, our creators still together, it's a blessing, because that's what honestly also true love is too. When two people can truly come together, accept each other, and stick throughout a long time, throughout forever, throughout death, raising the child, raising the family, being a part of the family, being honest, being loving. That's what it is. That's what love is, honestly, real love. And that's what I'm always prioritizing, because nobody wants short shelf life stuff. Nobody wants here today, gone tomorrow. Nobody wants drama. Nobody wants lies. So that's why I'm always prioritizing love and realizing that's what permeates everything in existence. That's what gives us life meaning and purpose, to keep our head up and to live to grow in another day. So anyways, thank you all for listening, watching. Y'all have an amazing day. youtube.com/help make a difference. DM us for any questions. Follow us on Instagram at Eternal Authenticity. Check out the links below in the description for health and wellness consultations, and have an amazing day. It's Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live. Peace.